The government turned down. One, the issue of suit. We did a lot to try to see how the government can do something. But unfortunately, when the Commissioner of Environment tried to hold a seminar right there at that forum, the announcement sacking that commissioner, Honorable Big Stamina, was announced. Another issue again was the issue of this demonstration staff school, teachers who had been owed well over 5 years now. The RIF CSO also championed that cause. The government of Rivers State still refused to adhere, to the court judgment that was given in favor of this teacher.
A communication expert at the University of Port Harcourt, Wanchuku Ginikawa, has scored the government low in the implementation of communication policy. Dr. Ginakawa is senior lecturer in the Department of Advertising and Public Relations at the Faculty of Communication and Media Studies, said this while reviewing how the government's implementation of policies worked out in 2021.
On paper, Nigeria has very impressive communication policies, but as in all areas of our national life, the implementation of those policies has always been a core issue, hindering the policies achieving their aims and objectives. If you look at what is going on, you just see that yes, we talk about freedom of expression as a major guide in ensuring effective implementation of communication policies. But when that freedom is hindered in any form, it becomes a problem in meeting up with the goals of the policies.
He advised the government to change its approach to the way it handles implementation of communication policies.
What I think should be done is that the government should please be more open to criticisms, allow citizens to express themselves, and then policy implementers should look at the communication aspect, relation to the different areas of financial economy. If you are operating in isolation, there's a role communication is supposed to play in agriculture, there's a role communication is supposed to play in economy, there's a role communication is supposed to play in health sector. And when these other areas are operating in isolation from the communication policies, it becomes a problem, because communication is a major aspect of any country's national life.
The communication expert also urged the government to open space for more citizens to communicate so development can thrive in the society.
Harvesting ideas from diverse opinions on how best to go about developing the country. And you know that communication and development are closely related. Communication, as a matter of fact, bring about change, and then change will lead to development. And once anything affects the communication aspect of any country's national life, it becomes a problem in its development efforts. So when you don't allow diverse opinions to be expressed, it causes a lot of problem to the system.
The Nigeria Bar Association Chairman, Port Harcourt Branch, Prince Nyekwere, says the organization has done its best in fighting human rights violations. Mr. Nyekwere said this while reviewing how human rights abuses in the state have been fought within the year.
Within the circumstances of the environment that we operate, I think NBA has done well. We've been vocal and condemning infractions on human rights. We've been vocal in condemning what we see as not in accord with the rule of law. NBA does not have coercive power. Even in some areas, we have gone to court to challenge some of these infractions. By and large, NBA have been able to do what we are supposed to do, which is promoting the rule of law.
He told correspondent Jeberuwari that the major violator of human rights is the executive arm of government, especially the police.
The major violators of human rights is actually the executive, and police is part of that executive. Yes, we have pockets of individual violating human rights, but it is the police and the executive arm that are majorly the culprits of violation of human rights, because in the course of carrying out their duties, they overstep their bounds. So those are the areas we encounter challenges.
The Port Harcourt NBA chairman also spoke on what the association will do next year as it concerns the challenges facing e-filing of cases.
We are still engaging the judiciary. Good plan, but like we said, in terms of reality, we must tell ourselves the truth that the e-filing is not working as it ought to, and it is affecting our practice. As we come in January, the judiciary will be having a high-powered stakeholders meeting with the bar, and that is one of the top matters on the agenda, because we must find a way out of it.
The Teachers Registration Council of Nigeria says details of the 75,000 naira semester allowance promised by President Buhari to students of education in federal universities and federal colleges of education will be out by next month. The registrar, TRCN, Professor Josiah Ajiboye, disclosed this to newsmen in Abuja. The council stated that letters had already been written and the Ministry of Education was working with the Tertiary Education Trust Fund in that regard. He also announced that student teachers undergoing training in public institutions would have access to semester stipends of 50,000 naira for those in colleges of education and 75,000 naira for those in universities. Still ahead, police investigate alleged extortion of social media influencer Solomon Buchi by officers. Stay tuned.
This is the news on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
The FCT Police Command says it is investigating a video of an alleged case of extortion by some police officers in Abuja as posted on social media by resident Solomon Buchi. The command, in a statement by its spokesperson Josephine Ade, said the Commissioner of Police FCT Sunday Babaji has ordered immediate investigation and arrest of personnel involved in the alleged unprofessional conduct. While assuring the people of a diligent investigation, the Commissioner of Police urged the good people of the FCT to always contact the Public Complaints Bureau in case of any unprofessional conduct by officers of the command. In business, the federal government says it will take appropriate measures to improve access to foreign exchange for importation of raw materials and machines that are not available locally. President Buhari, speaking with the leadership of the Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, said the relevant ministry would revisit their concerns about the increase in excise duties on the identified products and other tariff-related matters. The president said the federal government would also ensure that relevant structured platforms are established for monitoring and evaluation of the performance of the ease of doing business and improved government patronage of made-in-Nigeria products. Now in entertainment, American rapper Kanye West has bought a mansion close to the house where his estranged wife Kim Kardashian resides. The rapper's latest move may be connected to his bid to reconcile with Kim. Kanye and Kim filed for divorce earlier in the year after 7 years of marriage. In sports, Portuguese manager José Peseiro has been appointed as the new head coach of the Super Eagles. His appointment follows the sacking of Gennard Rohr earlier this month. The executive committee of the NFF has agreed that the interim head coach, Augustin Eguavoen, will be in charge of the three-time African champions for the African Cup of Nations in Cameroon.
And now, we'll bring you news from around the world.
U.S. President Joe Biden is set to hold talks with Russia's Vladimir Putin for the second time this month in a bid to de-escalate tensions over Ukraine. The two leaders will speak over the phone today. A White House official said they will discuss forthcoming security talks between the countries and the situation in Europe. On the news this afternoon, you heard that the River State Civil Society Organization is set to intensify voters' sensitization in the 2022 political year. The police has said it is investigating claims of extortion of social media influencer Solomon Buchi. You also heard the Teachers Registration Council of Nigeria has said it will share details of the semester allowance for students next month. On the foreign scene, we told you that U.S. President Joe Biden is set to hold talks with his Russian counterpart, Vladimir Putin. The news was edited by Choma Zemafo. For more stories, visit our website, www.nigeriainfo.fm. Partly sunny weather is expected in Port Harcourt this afternoon. My name is Ifiemi Andrew. Thank you for your time.